What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be talking about how to prepare for the Nether update. The Nether update or Nether Revamp is coming relatively soon, having seen its debut in the alpha server a few days ago. I posted a video quite recently covering the vast majority of the changes that were added to this update, at least the ones we knew about at the time at which I made the video. However, at this point, there have been many more updates and changes that have been added, as well as new items, armor sets, fishing rods, and weapons. All these changes, I'm planning to cover those in a new video coming in the near future, so make sure to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss on it when that video hits. But of course, you guys didn't come here to know about the changes, you guys came here to know how to prepare for these changes. So today, in this video, we're going to be going over different items as well as different things to do before the Nether Revamp hits in order to be ready. So let's get right into it. Starting off, let's take a look at one of the more major aspects of this update from what we can see currently. This is of course the fishing aspect of the update. In order to prepare for this, the best thing to do in terms of actively doing things is to fish and level up your fishing level as much as possible. Right now, Marina is the mayor, and actually there's going to be a fishing festival in 1 hour I'm going to do. But of course, Marina is mayor, so it's a great time to do some fishing. And additionally, of course, you guys want to know what gear to get, what items to invest in order to prepare for this fishing aspect of the update. The first thing to get, of course, is going to be a decent fishing setup. Depending on your fishing level, I have a fishing progression guide. I definitely recommend you guys checking that out. But if you're in like a bit later in the game and have at least some of the minimum fishing levels and the best gear, then you're going to be looking at a set of shark scale. You can get submerged if you have money. If you're broke like me, then you can just get like fierce. And then you want a rod of the sea. These are just the basic things. However, this is very important. However, don't invest too much money in a good set of shark scale like Legion and everything. I heavily disrecommend it, I guess, because the main reason for this is they're going to be introducing 2 new sets of fishing armor. Right now, the main reason why shark scale is the best fishing armor set is because it gives you 2.5 secret chance per piece. That's essentially the only actual good perk. There's some pretty good stuff about like doubling your defense in water and stuff, but those don't matter that much. However, the new armor sets, the Thunder set and the Magma Lord set, are insane fishing armor sets with amazing abilities, and also having plus 4 secret chance per piece for the Thunder set and plus 4.5 secret chance per piece for the Magma Lord set. So of course, this is going to be very interesting. So of course you can see from that these sets easily overshadow shark scale, but the reason why I recommend still getting a decent set is because at the start nobody's going to have these armor sets, so it's still going to be good to have a set of shark scale. However, investing in shark scale is a quite terrible idea in my opinion, especially good sets of shark scale, because a lot of players will be upgrading their fishing sets to Magma Lord or Thunder armor, and they will be selling their good sets of shark scale, which would lower the price. Armors aside, let's talk about the Rod of the Sea. The Rod of the Sea is still an incredible fishing rod with some crazy stats, but with the Nether Revamp, they're going to be adding 3 new fishing rods. These will be focused on fishing up trophy fish, which is something I don't quite understand yet, and the 3 rods are as follows. The first rod is going to be the Magma Rod. It seems to have a pretty decent damage stats, which is quite surprising. And it has a 6% base secret chance increase, and it increases your fishing speed by 25%. But the new thing is that it increases the chance to catch trophy fish by 10%. The next rod is the Inferno Rod. The Inferno Rod is just a direct upgrade of the Magma Rod, having 10% base secret chance, 15% trophy fish, and 40% more fishing speed. And then of course you have the Hellfire Rod, which is 14% more secret chance, 20% more trophy fish, and 50% more fishing speed. But of course you guys want to know, how does this compare to the set like to the Rod of the Sea. How does this compare to the Rod of the Sea? And as you can see here, my Rod of the Sea says it has 22 extra secret enchants, but of course this is with enchants and reforges and everything, and the base secret enchants of a Rod of the Sea is of 7 base secret enchants and an additional 75% fishing speed increase. In my opinion, that would make it still much better than the magma rod, but would probably make it worse than the inferno rod and the hellfire rod, because inferno rod has 3 more base secret enchants. Although it is a bit slower, I think that is also quite important. It may be on par with the inferno rod, but of course that 15% trophy fish is very good. And of course hellfire rod has 14% secret chance and 50% fishing speed. What surprises me is that they are slower. They are slower than the Rod of the Sea, so the Rod of the Sea will still have a purpose when fishing, just for like brute force fishing with that secret chance. For some situations that is actually useful, and that will still have a purpose. Of course, when the update just hits, people may not have those rods. So once again, similar to Shark Scale, Rod of the Sea is nice. Get a decent one, but don't get a hypermax one, but honestly, you can't really hypermax a fishing rod anyways. In terms of fishing pets, it still seems that it will still be good to get yourself a nice ammonite pet. It's a great fishing pet if you have good mining stats, and of course also a squid pet, because the squid pet will give you a very nice 30% boost in fishing XP. Now that we've talked about fishing, let's go over some of the more combat based aspects of this new update. In terms of combat armor sets and everything, from what we currently have, I'm surprised by how little they have given us. Most of the armor sets they give us aren't really that like good. They're maybe like decent mid-game sets, but they're not actual good sets. They're still worse than Necron. They did tell us there will be a set more powerful than Necron coming though. But in the meantime, before these arrive, if they do end up introducing any of the Slayers or any of the powerful mini bosses or bosses in the Nether Island, I would recommend getting yourself Necron, of course, and a Warden helmet. This is a great setup to use in terms of pure damage, and you can also opt out your 3/4 Necron instead and have Frozen Blaze. 3/4 Frozen Blaze as the Blaze pet will also pair well with that, as well as the Nether. In terms of weapons for combat as well, we don't have that much information for now, so I would recommend getting something that's pretty decent and well-rounded, similarly to like a giant sword or an emerald blade. But if you choose to opt out of that and not get any of these weapons, it's fine as well, because there's likely going to be new weapons for the Nether Slayer, similar to how you got katanas for the E-Man Slayer. Katanas are several times better than even giant sword and emerald blades. So if they reintroduce like Nether weapons that are made for the Nether Slayers and are way better, then definitely these will be much better, and there'll be no point owning a giant sword or an emerald blade. Additionally, in terms of general weapons, it may also be a good idea to get yourself something like a Terminator or a Juju shortbow, because it appears that a lot of the enemies we will be facing will be flying enemies. They're introducing like 3 or 4 new blaze enemies, new gassed enemies and everything. So having a ranged weapon that is very powerful is a great idea. So definitely try and get yourself a Terminator, or if you can't, then get a Juju shortbow that's also a very good option. Now that we've seen these two aspects, let's discuss the final and kind of smallest aspect of this update, which is the mining aspect. They're going to be introducing a new ore/mineral, which is going to be sulfur, and also they're going to be introducing some red sand and stuff. I don't think those will be involving pickaxes. So sulfur will be your main one. It has a breaking power of 8, which makes it actually kind of strong, and you're going to be needing a very powerful mining tool for that. I believe the weakest one you can use would be a 555 or a gauntlet. These two both would break it, and of course you can get a 655 or a Devon's drill as well. My personal recommendation would be to get like a decent gauntlet. Like for example, this one I have here is not that expensive, maybe like 40 million coins, even less than that. And then you can definitely get one that's even worse than this one. Just get a decent gauntlet, and it may come in useful when you're mining sulfur at the start. But yeah guys, that is essentially it for this video. I hope you guys found it useful in any way, and hopefully you guys will be better prepared for the Nether Revamp once it arrives. Once again, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe, because there's going to be part 2 of all the changes video coming soon to this channel, and you don't want to miss any of the changes coming to this update because they are insane. This part 2 video is going to be introducing a lot of new items. So especially for mid-game players, there's going to be some new armor sets that are really good. and there's going to be some new weapons, a lot of new fishing gear, the introduction of belts, and all these things will be talked about in the next video, so make sure to subscribe and leave notifications on. Additionally, make sure to join the Discord server so you're up to date whenever a new video comes out, and also to enter giveaways for Skyblock coins. Also, I just started channel members here on the YouTube channel, so if you guys want to check that out, feel free to. You don't have to, it doesn't matter that much, but it does bring a lot of really cool perks, especially some of the higher tiers. And yeah, it's pretty cool, so if you guys want to check that out. But that's enough rambling, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see part 1 of all the changes that came to the new Nether Revamp, click to the video on the left. And if you want to check out something different here on the channel that I tried, where I spent 100 days in the Minecraft backrooms, click on the right. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.